Hello, collective. You know what it is. Please take what resonates and let's dive into it. So, I know who this is for. I don't know if you're watching this or somebody feels this way in relation to your collective, but somebody is going into depression right now because God is not answering them. Okay, or you feel like God is not answering you, therefore you are depressed now. Now, I don't know what this pertains to. I don't know if this is a test for you or a test for them. Side note, you cannot, according to the Bible, let me just say that. You go through hardships in order to appreciate the good times, okay? Um, and life cannot always be rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes there needs to be a little bit of rain. The whole photosynthesis, how things are, the natural order of life, okay? Um, but I know this is not a laughing matter to feel depressed because you're not being heard is something that feels very stifling and crippling. Okay. Um, if it's a test, listen, this is not forever. Okay, this will not be a forever thing. The testing, what you're going through, what you're experiencing, or in relation to that person that might feel depressed now because it could be a prayer, an answer they wanted in relation to you, or a prayer or answer you wanted in relation to that person. Okay, I was channeling. Why is God not answering me? And listen, guys, I can only deliver what I get as a message. Somebody feels like God is not hearing them, answering, not even hearing, answering them. It's about an answer about something. I know what it is. Um, I don't know if it's for you or somebody in relation to you. I don't know if it's love. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's family related. Okay. But somebody's really going through a depressive time right now because they're not hearing from God. Or I would say this, they're not getting an answer. So they might have a connection with God. Okay. Because the fact that they're aware that they're not getting an answer, or you're still in connection with God in some way. Because there are some people that have never spoken to God. Okay. Then they don't have that relationship, but you might have one, or your person might have one, and it's just that specific answer is not being answered, and now somebody's depressed. You or them, I don't know. Okay. um that is the message. I low-key kind of also saw triple four yesterday, not three times. I'm very, kind of extra and picky with angel numbers and science in general. Like, I would like them to be more than just a one-time thing, you know, um, on a logical, spiritual, and a mental level when it comes to science and revelations. Because, let's not go delulu because we saw a name or a number one time. Confirmation is always good. Making sure things are accurate is always the best for everyone. So, triple four, in terms of my own personal interpretation, led by my spirit team, okay, is that right now things are a bit tricky, confusing. You basically feels like it's a WTF, but things will turn in your favor. Okay. Now, this is basically message number two. So, anyone that feels like kind of like in limbo, I would say, um, you were put there for a reason, but it's going to be in your favor. Triple six is basically when it's a complete no, a complete rejection, a complete, there is no way. Okay. Triple seven is the opposite of triple six, where it's a yes, things going in your favor. Triple four, again, based on my interpretation and guidance, is being in limbo, but tuning it turns out in your favor. It's kind of like you when you can't really see the um, the finish line because you're in it. So collective. Hopefully that would make sense. There's also somebody that's a little bit upset, or you could be upset as well. I don't know if it's moods. It could be somebody in their, feelings a little bit. It could be hormonal, okay? Because as somebody that knows what PMS is, hey, listen. And I also looked up PMS is not only linked to feminines, okay? Men can also go through hormonal changes, okay? Um, but obviously it differs from one brain to another. Brain chemistry is very important. Um, yeah, message number two. Okay. Um, and lastly, now I did mention it in one of my audience sites, but I'm kind of like a lazy messenger. The reason why I do audience sites is because I put all the messages in just one, okay, and I try my best to make sure the titles are good enough or approachable or seen. But I don't know. Listen, I can only do so much, okay. Um, but yeah, I think in the last one or the one before, I mentioned something about a handicap. So somebody's upset that you're getting a handicap or that you are handicapped. Um, and handicap can be seen in different ways, so not based on interpretation. So again, you could have a handicap, like a physical handicap, a mental handicap, right? Or you could get a medical handicap as well, like assistance. Um, I think I use gaming as a reference, okay? And like cheat codes, okay? That is a handicap. Basically, you getting ahead because you're getting assistance, like cheat codes, okay? I'm not trying to diminish anyone or someone because as somebody that has a lot of medical issues, okay? Um, I'm trying to be considerate of everybody. I know how the world operates and how things are twisted when it comes to the everyday life, whether it's spirituality, whether it's based on religion or everyday life, like how people would be approaching things. It's very difficult, I feel. If one is not in your shoes or don't have empathy, can sympathize with you or understand or be in your shoes, okay? Because a lot of things that are said feels very niche, okay? But hey, I guess this is the world we're living in. But I say this to say cultures, countries, backgrounds, um, common sense, logic, um, you know, intellectual um, understanding, overstanding over people, places, and things. Not everybody can tap into that. So I'm going to leave it at that. Um, Yeah, somebody's upset. I don't know who this is. I don't know if I don't think it's you. I would say this message feels very much like somebody. Um, I don't know, but I know it's not collective. So in your case, you have a handicap, or like either mentally or physically, or you're getting a handicap, you're getting some sort of assistant help support, and somebody is so upset about this. Like they can't wrap their head around why you getting one. Like they're trying to figure out how, why, and why, right? Um, I guess they don't know you, or they had a different perception of you. I don't know. Now, this could be anyone. I'm tuning into family, friends, people of authority, like they're trying to, I guess, put you in a box, but they can't. You're not anomaly, okay? If you have seen the Matrix, that's just what it is. And I guess the outsiders or the insiders, if we're gonna put it like that, they are like really shocked. They don't get it. Um, I'm gonna say this: a lot of people that are God's children or the chosen ones, okay, um, and this is what I've seen worldwide because I've encountered a lot of people. I traveled a lot. The chosen ones is not just as explicit to certain group of like religion. Like it's much bigger, you know, um, than that. Is people are weakened. Okay, I don't know why somebody is like, really pissed about this, but I wanted to add that yeah, somebody can't wrap their head around you. Specifically about this freaking handicap. Like they can't. Um, maybe it's somebody of authority, or maybe it's something that your parents have to accept, or your friends, or somebody, but it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's not the handicap in itself. Maybe you're getting like some sort of financial support, but I don't know why they're upset because unless it's affecting their money, right? Like unless it is affecting, like make it make sense. How can somebody be pissed if somebody's getting support and it's not coming from their pockets? Like unless it is, like maybe I really don't know. Maybe somebody is like, you need to help collective with this because they have a handicap. Maybe that's why they're upset. But that's also, well, actually, I don't know where you live, so maybe in your country or something, like you have to be the caretaker of somebody because of this handicap. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. But then being like, but it's like an actual handicap. It's not like government assistance where you don't have money. Like not having money is not a handicap, right? Not having an education is not a handicap. So it's like, is that what I was channeling? It was a legit handicap. Like it's not on. It's not, there is something like on a physical level or mentally, and somebody's really upset about this, or they don't want to believe it. Maybe somebody's in denial. I don't know. Somebody's really upset about this. I can feel the energy. Listen, collective. Maybe I explained it better in the previous audience sites, but this is gonna be your message right now. Um, yeah, yeah. I know I'm over explaining right now. Thank you for watching. Okay, listen. You might also resonate being in the 444. If you feel like things are quite sticky, confusing, WTF, it's going to turn out in your favor. It just feels quite limbo esque, okay, right now. But it's going to be okay, okay? On that note, thank you for watching and see you in the next reading or video. And take care of one another, okay?